All right, what's going on, guys? We are back and we got another hit, baby. So Dokkan went ahead and dropped in the second part of the hint for the part 2 LR character for the Metal Cooler Army celebration, and it is indeed a Pure Saiyan. So if we look at the first hint that they gave us was movie bosses, next one is going to be Pure Saiyan. So a movie boss Pure Saiyan character. Now if we are thinking anybody that fits this category, there's literally only two options that you can look at, and that is some form of Broly, whether it be from Z or whether it be from Super, or our boy Turles. So we did mention that Turles was definitely an option based off of the fact that, like, he's on the banner, right? There is the physical Turles that is here. Kind of thinking maybe this dude could get an easy A, but at this point, like, he's looking like he's going to be the part 2 LR and maybe still get an easy A. Maybe. We'll see. But this dude being the part 2 LR, I think, is absolutely phenomenal. I think that would be the best choice just because, like, Turles is such a good character. I think actually a lot of people probably like him more than people will like to admit. He's a very popular character. He will run very, very well with the new Metal Cooler Army, right? He fits the bill for the movie boss category condition that the Metal Cooler does need. He is a very good extreme class style character. And then just like, if you look at links wise, I mean, he's got the Big Bad Bosses link, which is going to be huge. He's a terrifying conqueror. He's a movie boss, so he will fit the full 220 for Metal Cooler's leader skill. So honestly, this is like probably the best pick other than like the Android 13 that we were all kind of thinking it might have been. I'm all down for new Turles, man. So we're looking at this. The only real hint we got here is the fact that it's Pure Saiyan movie boss. Pretty much narrows it down, like I said. However, we did have some eagle-eyed people kind of looking at this. And if you do brighten up the image of the Pure Saiyan little thing here, you can kind of, I don't know if you can really see it so much here. Probably not on the screen right now, but there's definitely some symbol right here in the bottom right corner. And if you do brighten up that image, boom, you see the domain symbol. So highly doubt they're going to give Broly another domain unit. I think we're looking at Turles here. Some sort of Tree of Might domain could possibly be in effect, probably boosting extreme class allies. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a crazy thing. So Turles is, I think, basically soft confirmed as the part 2 LR. I will not say confirmed because Dokkan has been pulling the rug under me for too long. So part 2, I am going to say with my utmost confidence that it is going to be Turles. But again, we'll have to wait and see when it gets officially confirmed. I think this is a good pick. I'm very much for this. I think it's very, very cool. Again, like I said, he helps the Metal Cooler Army unit out a lot, being that movie boss's character, being that what he needs in order to get his entrance animation, in order to get his full passive. He just feeds very, very well, and I think it's very good. And then you got the super easy A for the Final Form Cooler, who gives a lot of buffs to movie bosses. So again, another good utility here for the team. Now, one of the big things we said about the Metal Cooler Army when this celebration first kicked off was, yes, he's a very good unit, but his team was pretty doo-doo. Not really much anymore. If we look over here, I went ahead and threw in a new team kind of built in, maybe adding in the Turles, and this looks pretty damn good now at this point, right? You got the two Metal Cooler armies, the Golden Frieza Gogeta unit, which is still pretty good tank-wise. Then you've got the physical Final Form Cooler, who's giving all-around support here. And you could even probably like do something like this, right? I mean, you move these guys around a little bit here, have the Cooler kind of floating around. He supports both rotations very, very well. And then you throw Turles in there, and he's going to support. You see the 3 links that here that he's got with the Metal Cooler Army: Fierce Battle, Thirst for Conquest, and Big Bad Bosses. All very huge links that are definitely going to help out this team a lot. So I am on board. I am very much on board for a part 2 LR Turles. I do still hope that they decide to easy A this guy here. And that'll be very good for players who maybe have been playing for a while, maybe have this character, but don't want to summon on the part 2 banner. This guy getting an EZA could be like a nice little, you know, secondary prize of still having a Turles that can run very well with the team. So I do kind of hope we still get the EZA here, or maybe we get the Turles being named something different. You know, we did have the Turles, the Crusher Core Team Turles here. I do think we could maybe get like a Turles Crusher Core. We could get a Turles Giant 8. It really just depends. So we can see that if he is just named Turles, that's fine. He just wouldn't be able to link up with this character here if he does end up getting an EZA. So that is one thing to kind of look out for. We'll see what happens next week with the part 2 information. So at this point now, we are basically going to roll into the 7th. Details will drop on the 9th. And then we'll get a data download on the 10th. And then he will drop. Part 2 LR will drop on the 11th at 1 a.m. Eastern. Is pretty much the timeline that I'm currently looking at right now for the release of the Part 2 LR, the Part 2 LR Turles. Very much looking forward to this. The only thing I'm a little worried about is another domain extreme class character, but with the kind of team you can build out here, the domain's not really going to clash as much unless you threw like Lord Slug in here or something like that. But honestly, like this team right here works totally fine for Turles having some sort of domain. I think that's absolutely just like an all-around just great choice, right? So I'm looking forward to this. I think he's going to do very, very well. I'm very much looking forward to these details when they come out. But a movie boss, Pure Saiyan Part 2 LR is definitely inbound. So LR Turles, I'm all for it, man. I think it's going to be very fun. I will definitely be summoning for him. Turles is one of my, I don't want to say one of my favorite characters, but he definitely is up there. Like one of those like kind of shadow characters that I do really, really like. So it doesn't get a whole lot of love all the time. So I'm very, very glad when they do get some of these characters in there. Again, hopefully with the Turles, hopefully they give him his EZA as well. For maybe those people that don't want to summon for the Part 2, at least get them some sort of Turles in there. They can still run on the team. They can still all do that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm expecting the details here in the next couple days. So until then, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think about a LR Turles coming as Part 2 for the Metal Cooler Army celebration. Are you guys excited about this? Does this make you guys want to summon? Does it make you want to skip? Go ahead, drop it down below. And yeah, just let me know how you guys are feeling about it, because I like it. I do. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.